My weakness is that I always buy cheap and then I find out if the work can be done. That's why I usually end up buying twice, or in this case I bought 3 pocket LED lights, the SmallRig RM75, the Weeylite RB9 and the Amaran ACE25. We will have a quick look, a few tests, the menu, the buttons, and at the end I will show you how I use those pocket lights in the wild and some insect macro footage. Let's start with the most important, how bright and for how long. It's hard to show you the real brightness, but at least we can compare them side by side. On the left, the cheapest and the smallest one, the SmallRig RM75, which is a 5W LED light. In the middle, the 12W Weeylite RB9. On the right, the 25W LED light Amaran ACE25. Now they are all at 1%, now all at 50%, all at 100%, and finally all at 100% with their respective light diffuser on. So the SmallRig at 50% of brightness can run for 4 hours and 48 minutes. At full power it will last for 2 hours and 35 minutes. The Weeylite at 50% of brightness will run for 3 hours and 15 minutes, and at full power it will last 1 hour and 40 minutes, which is very good for what I'm doing actually, and I like that one. The Amaran at half power will run for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and at full power it will run for exactly 1 hour. So you have to take in consideration that the Amaran is the brightest, and when it becomes a bit warm, there is an electric fan just at the back here that will power on automatically. So there is that. Here are a few numbers that will give you an idea of battery capacity and differences in terms of power. I'm not really good with electrical numbers, so just pause and read if you like. Quick overview. The SmallRig is the smallest. It comes with a USB-C cable and a soft plastic diffuser. 200 grams. This is plastic I think, and all metal in between. One hole here so you can screw it to a standard tripod or a magic arm. One USB-C port, very simple, just a switch on and off and a clickable wheel. At the back a little screen for the menu. To navigate it, long press or short press on the wheel and turn the wheel. You get used to it quickly. You have 5 main menus on the left and some settings to change on the right. Basically you can control the brightness, of course, the temperature. The next menu is about the hue, the saturation and the intensity. In the next you can mix the colors. Next is for the 15 special effects. Stuff like candle, storm police, TV, fireworks and more. This one I think is for Bluetooth, not that you can install an application for each one of those pocket lights and control them from the app. I will not dig into that in this video, but using the app makes everything a bit faster than navigate with the physical wheel. And lastly, you can see the version of the item. And yes, you can update it, which I never did. Other particularity of this product is that the edges are magnetic. You can build a wall with them. Also with the application on your smartphone you can create groups and control simultaneously a full group of 50 SmallRig RM75. Overall, I really like the SmallRig. It has everything you need at only $80 US. It's small and simple, well built with a long-lasting battery. It's just not super bright if you have only one, but for macro is doable if you go very close to your subject, or if you use it as an additional light. Next we have the Weeylite RB9. It comes with a pouch, a USB-C cable, a table tripod and some adapters, so you can set up your light like this or like that. Heavier at 265 grams, aluminium structure even at the back. You can fix it on a regular tripod vertically or horizontally. It has a USB-C port as well. The power button is flat and hard to switch, which is a good thing. No wheel, more buttons, but very simple as well. You switch modes with this one, you select the right setting with this one, you select the numbers of your setting with those two, the minus and the plus. You can hold or click them. Note that if you hold the mode button for a few seconds, you can then turn your light into a power bank, among other things. You will find the same kind of menus seen previously with the SmallRig. There are just a lot more effects in the mode called Scene, I think 27 special effects, and you can change the brightness and the speed of them. The Weeylite can also be grouped with more Weeylites, and the groups can be controlled with an app. Like the SmallRig, it seems durable, and I like it so far. It is brighter than the SmallRig but heavier and a bit less pocketable. Just $10 more expensive at around $90. My last acquisition, 2 weeks old, the Amaran Ace25X. If you want the version with colors, you buy the 25C. Mine came with this little bag, a USB-C cable, a metallic little tripod that feels solid and heavier than you think, and an adapter if you want to mount it on your camera. It has also a diffuser, this time it's made in solid plastic, and has a few magnets, so you can just clip it like so. This rubberized surface at the back is also magnetic, so you could stick it on a car or something. The Amaran has one hole, so you can mount it on a regular tripod, like the two other ones, and on the other side you can attach the tripod, like so. There is one USB-C port. We have the power on-off button. Again, it's easy to control that light. You scroll left or right to navigate the modes. You click that blue circle to select something, or you click that button near the power on-off to go back or to get out of the menus. Again, same kind of modes, except that you can control the mini fan. Smart, the fan will turn on above a certain temperature. If you choose silent, the fan will not turn on, but your light will not let you go as bright. It is now a 6.5 watt LED light, instead of the regular 25 watt. It has 9 effects that you can modify. It has a boost mode that gives you even a bit more brightness if you need it, but will drain a full battery 15 minutes faster. And the Amaran can also turn into a power bank if you choose so in the menu. You can buy this one with full RGB colors or just the temperatures. That's the one I have, with or without accessories. I think from around $70 to $125 or something like that. Could be more or less depending on your location. So far I like it. It became my main light for macro videography, and I bring the two other lights that I can move around the subject, and it's nice. It lasts only around 1 hour at maximum brightness. That's a bit sad, but it's also the fastest to charge. They say 90% in 45 minutes, then it's a bit slower. You can run them all with a power bank in the wild or any source of power using the USB-C cable, and that's about all I know so far. So I went to my little jungle only 5 minutes from my studio by motorcycle. I took the 3 LED lights, 2 travel tripods, 1 magic arm, my DJI Action 4 and Pocket 3, and the Sony A6700 coupled with the Sony FE 90mm f2.8 macro. I have been experimenting quite a bit during 3 mornings, and here is a little bit of how I used them when doing macro videography in the wild. Here I am using it on my Ulanzi tripod in plastic, and what I like about that tripod is that I can move it fast up and down, and it can go pretty high. In this case I used only the light from the Amaran, and I think it turned great. I was shooting a little plant hopper that just got rid of its exoskeleton. You can see that it is still very translucid. We can even see something moving inside the head. Here I am with a little spider on its web, and I am using the 3 lights. The Amaran on the camera, and I handle the Weeylite. The magic arm has no brand, maybe $12, and it works well with my very light SmallRig. The spider was not moving, but I was surrounded by mosquitoes, so I offered a breakfast to the spider, that little mosquito that was trying to eat me. Then the spider went to the meal and started to make a sandwich. The story is good, but I'm not sure about the image. It's always hard to capture something black and shiny, unfortunately. Here I have the Amaran mounted on the magic arm, and it's okay, but maybe a bit less secure. I would not go with something heavier than 400 grams, I think, especially with that kind of windy morning. That was the second day. And that was day number 3 with, I think, for now, my favorite setup. The SmallRig mounted on the magic arm and me handling the Amaran, trying different angles and distances. Here I am on a little wasp that just landed, and as soon as I started recording, the wasp began to clean itself, and that was really cool. And I'm very happy with the image this time. Here I am with a little bush cricket. The SmallRig is kind of acting as a soft light that helps me to find and focus on the subject, if you will. Then I can direct the stronger light of the Amaran wherever I want. Overall, working with those lights give me better results, or at least different results, than with the direct sunlight. As you probably guess, it reveals more details and the colors looks better. Besides, I can place the light where I want to, and that's cool. Anyway, if you did not see my last video, here it is, a bit re-edited, a shorter version but with a few more actors.